I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Hey, welcome back, y'all.
Greg made it.
Greg's back.
He's taking Holly's place. I don't know. We're going to get another Sunday where all four of us are here again. It's been a while.
I don't know.
Holly went to a concert last night and had good fun. And we were going to start a little bit later. And then we got a text message saying, I had too much good fun. I will see you guys next week. And so we were like, okay, that's cool. And then we decided, what the heck? We'll just come on, and we got some funny stuff that we want to discuss. And I do want to say up front that we are experiencing crazy thunderstorms.
Yeah.
So if this thing just goes blank, if we lose electricity at my house, this whole broadcast is going down. We'll probably just see it next week if it just shuts off in the middle of something, because for whatever reason, in a little small town in rural Missouri that I live in, if it rains, the internet doesn't like to work. I don't know why. It doesn't have anything to do with my house. I can promise you that. Even the internet company, when I call them or text them when the internet goes out, they go, is it raining there? And I say yes. And they go, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay. So somewhere, some way, there's something that is exposed that if it rains, the internet shuts down. So
internet got wet.
Internet got wet. It can't run when it's wet. So I don't like to run when I'm wet. Get squeaky shoes and chafing, and
it's bogged down.
Let's be honest, I don't really like to run at all. So past that in my life. But how was your guys' week? Greg, we feel like we haven't seen you in forever. How's the last few weeks been?
Busy. I got toasted. I've been out in the sun quite a bit.
Okay. I was gonna say, explain what toasted means.
Yeah.
So people are thinking you're on a bender.
Nope, didn't do that, unfortunately.
It has been hot. This rain's actually kind of a blessing, because one, we needed it, but two, it rained a little bit yesterday and cooled things down. And I feel like an old man talking about the weather, but the heat, it was a lot. Yeah. Holly wishes she had the rain that we got.
Yeah. That's really
yeah.
So we had, if I can find it, a little birthday shout out real fast. So Caleb and I's younger and youngest, whatever, brother, celebrated his birthday on Friday. So happy birthday to Ho-Ho Rapper. And I don't know if he's in the comments yet or not, but he'll see it at some point. He's one of the 7 people that watch this religiously.
Yes.
7 or 6. I can't remember the
7.
Was it 7?
It was 7.
The guy that said we have 7 viewers, and then the next week was like 1,200 or something like that showed up. Just kind of tongue in cheek.
Josh is in trouble.
Josh didn't say hi to Rudy.
I didn't say hi to who?
Rudy. Everybody said hi to Rudy except for Josh. Josh is being rude.
I can't cave to peer pressure.
He's not going to do it.
Wow.
He's standing his ground.
I'm not happy.
That's a good thing.
Hello, happy Rudy.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Rudy Sunday.
No, honestly, I try to kind of keep my eyes on the comments a little bit, but I have a lot more buttons to push on this end than they do, so they know what's going on. Sometimes things kind of slip underneath the old man radar. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
But is that your snake in the background, Greg?
It is.
Is he hiding?
Snake.
Oh, they're hiding. I got both of them in the background.
Oh, 2 separate cages.
Yep, I got one over here.
Do they not like each other?
No. The python will eat the corn snake, most likely.
That could get some
them
views.
Together. Yes, it could.
Yeah, it's the views,
Yeah. The python was out, but he went back in.
It's raining.
But yeah.
Now, Meg, pushing the actual buttons aren't hard. It's just as in my state of old age, remembering which buttons to push and when while talking is what's hard. So it's not really hard. It's just an excuse, like Caleb said. So on the way home from celebrating with my brother for his birthday, my other brother, Sasquatch here in the middle of the screen, came to a conclusion of sorts, and I was going to have him share that with us. He has decided what he wants us to do with his remains after he passes. You want to share with the people what you'd like us to do, Caleb?
I don't know how we got on the subject, but I just said I want to be cremated. I'm gonna let my girls decide, but I prefer just to be cremated.
Yeah, and I said, and if they can't decide, I'll make sure you get cremated. What do you want me to do with the ashes?
You put them in the mountains. That's my favorite place.
He wants to be put in the mountains. So then my wife says, does it matter which mountains? Hey, Greg, it actually matters which mountains.
What mountains do you think I want to be in, Greg?
The Rocky Mountains.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Why?
he's
not the Black Hills.
No, he's super.
Not the Smoky Mountains.
Not the Smoky Mountains.
Not the Rockies. Because you tread those mountains.
Less inbreeding.
What? Really?
No.
That's what he said. It was
so
funny.
Not the Ozarks Mountains. Okay.
I laughed. My wife laughed. Caleb laughed. Our cousin didn't laugh so much, but no, it was funny. I just told him I had to make fun of
the
him
Rockies, man.
and say something.
Rockies are my favorite.
Gotta tap those Rockies.
Let me ask you guys a question. How much social media do you guys partake in during the week?
Honestly, like
recently. I know sometimes in the wintertime it's easier to get on and do more and more things, but
almost zero, except for
I'm only on
a few
X
TikTok videos.
on Sundays. I only get on X on Sundays, and then I'll watch some shorts and something like that during the right before I go to bed.
Do you guys ever
TikTok? And that's it.
Do you guys ever get on Facebook?
Not very much.
Hardly ever. Maybe like 5-6 times this year.
Have you ever been to Facebook Marketplace?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a good friend of ours, counterfeit operator, this last week, I don't really pay attention to Facebook either. But I happened to be on and I saw this post that he's selling stuff. And so I'm just kind of going through it like, oh, okay. And my first thought was, oh, that means he's home today. I have some errands around. I'm probably going to stop by and go just say hi to him because I know he's home. Because his hours are different. He works at a place where he works, I don't know some sort of floating schedule. I don't know how to describe it. I can't keep track of it. So anyways, my first thought was, hey, he's home. I can go say hi to my buddy. Then I start reading the descriptions and what he's selling. And I want to share some of these with you. Okay, you ready for the first one?
Is he on today?
I don't know if he's on today or not, but I'm sure he'll see it.
Yeah.
This Chaos 20-inch wheel freestyle bike to make your trick riding dreams come true. Okay, and he doesn't have any prices on any of these things that we're about to show you. It's just basically making an offer. He's cleaning out his garage. This is what he's got. Okay, so the first one is if you want to make your trick riding dreams come true, here you go. Second one pops up. Fusion City Glide Kick Scooter pairs well with the freestyle bike so siblings can get matching caps. Let me tell you, those two advertising things that he threw out there worked. I think he got rid of both of them, just for the record. Yeah. Here's one of my favorites, even though there's not a picture. Okay. Rusty 78 El Camino roller. Was going to keep it, but can't grow a mullet in my old age. I think that is hilarious. Okay. That one didn't get sold. It should have, just because of the description alone. And then another one, and if you know Counterfeit Operator, it'll be a little bit more funny, but he's got this wheel, old combine wheel, maybe. Outside dimension is roughly 40 inches. He planned on making a fire pit out of it, but bought a place with an existing fire pit instead.
Oh my gosh.
So who has that now?
For the record, that's in my backyard now.
Yeah, Josh got that one.
I just thought
building one.
I thought that was hilarious. Instead of like making a new fire pit, I'm just going to buy a new house.
It's way easier.
But I do think that it's funny how people try to sell stuff and how they think it's worth more than it actually is. And then I got one of my best friends in the entire world is basically like, hey, I'm going to just turn this into a comedy segment. And I just thought it was hilarious. So if you can't laugh at the pairs well with the freestyle bike so siblings can get matching casts, there's something wrong with you. So, but anyways,
Yes,
he got rid of some stuff, cleaned out his garage. I think it made him happy, made his wife happy. Everyone's happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good to
That's
go.
important.
Yeah,
So
Good
I just
result.
wanted to share that with you guys. And
that was good. I'd get on Facebook to see that.
yeah, well, I kept
Yeah,
going
I mean-
back because a lot of people just commented that, hey, I'm now following this post just so I can see what else is going to be put up for sale. And I don't think they really cared what was for sale. They just wanted to read the new description. So, and there was a lot of them. But for the sake of time and not just showing them, but uploading everything, I just kept it to 4. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Greg, you have, in your absence, missed
Yeah.
our newest segment.
I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble. So we're going to do this a little bit earlier today because
Oh.
I don't know how long we're going to have power. And we probably will end this a little bit earlier today just because it would be easier to kill it on our own time and be able to do everything behind the scenes afterwards than have to come back whenever the power gets rebooted. So anyways,
Gotcha.
this new segment is called Who Are You? Okay. So you
Who's
need a piece of
lying?
paper and you
Is
need
it
a pen.
anywhere?
Now you can't, you're just going to have to trust you. And I know it's hard for me to do, but just going to have to trust you that you're not going to look at the comments because we want people to guess along with us. And then on the count of 3, after maybe a couple hints, and if Caleb is a little less loose lipped than he was last week,
I won. I won last week.
he did, but he cheated. He
Greg
gave
owes
Holly
me
all the
$100.
answers. Oh, pay up, Greg.
Yeah.
So we have
$100. Greg pays it.
today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Who Are Yous. Now this week, I decided after our test run last week, we're going to have the picture of you who you may not recognize, and then the picture of them that you would recognize. Okay?
All right.
Just so people can see the difference. But because I spent a little time making it, we're going to play the intro.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Now, these are kind of all over the place, but I do think that Greg is really going to like this first one. Okay, are you guys
Okay.
ready for the first? Who are you? And
Let's
then
do
write
it.
down your answers.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Greg,
I don't know how to spell it.
Caleb, quit talking. You give Greg too many hints.
Hmm.
Do you need to see it again, Greg? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I need to see it one more time. Hmm.
I am
Oh.
actually scanning the comments for guesses, but you guys are not allowed to.
Should I get this one?
Yeah.
Probably. 3,
I didn't write down because I don't know how to spell it.
2,
What?
1.
What's your favorite
Is,
wrestler?
Is it Oscar?
Yeah. It's Oscar.
I don't know how to spell Oscar, but that's it.
I was gonna say
Asquaka, I think.
that was my
Okay.
first gut instinct, but
No,
What's the difference in
Askua.
age? Is that just her without her makeup on, or is she a little bit younger there?
She's a little younger
she's
there.
younger for sure.
Yeah. Because she's a little skinnier too, that you can tell. But
Yeah.
yeah, she fought yesterday at Night of Champions and didn't fare so well against. Who did she fight against? I forgot.
I like Meg's answer, hot Asian chick.
Hot Asian chick.
I mean,
Okay.
I was almost positive it was Oscar, but I was like, maybe it's one of those where you're leading me that way and it's
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else.
Sure, Greg. So this isn't an Asian chick, but it is a chick. And if you've been paying it, you cannot look at the comments because I do believe somebody in the comments is going to know who this is.
Okay.
But she's been in the news recently, and I'm just wondering if you can recognize her. Excuse me, from this picture.
Oh yeah.
Do
She
not
looks a
look in
lot
the
different now than
comments.
she did in high school.
High school.
That's not a high school pic, Caleb.
Well, I know that, but she looks totally different. My pen doesn't work now.
Oh,
You need a new pen. It didn't work
yeah,
last
you do.
week.
Yeah, Megan. I looked at the comments. Meg, you're right.
Caleb, quit cheating. We're gonna have to block Caleb. He keeps cheating.
It's my choice.
Greg, who is that?
So
Caleb, don't show him. He hasn't wrote
You
his
just
answer
said who
down
is
yet.
that?
I asked Greg who that
I
was.
didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue.
She played for Mizzou.
It's Sophie Cunningham,
Oh, okay.
local Missouri girl.
I didn't know her.
She's from Columbia, Missouri.
Funny side story. We have a nephew that was a left tackle at Rockbridge High School in Columbia, and him and Sophie Cunningham played at the same time. He went on to play tackle for the University of Memphis,
Yeah.
and she went to play basketball at the University of Missouri. He decided to not go pro, and she plays with Indiana Fever this year, and she's kind of become Caitlin Clark's enforcer, I guess
Well,
you
so
could
Meg
say.
said Peyton Clark's bodyguard.
Yeah, bodyguard. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
So sorry that you suck at this game, Greg. Are you ready for the third one?
Yes.
Well, here, Meg asked about kicking for them. Their kicker got hurt, and she played for a game or two, right?
Yeah, she actually ended up kicking for a few games, but one of them was I don't know. We were looking at it, and I didn't call my nephew to find out if it was the same time. Their high school careers overlapped by 3 years.
Yeah.
He would have graduated the year
She was a junior, I think.
she was a junior. So I'm not sure what year she kicked for the team. But I promise you that he knew who she was because she was breaking all of that high school's basketball records. So I'm sure everybody knew who she was. And my guess is she probably knew who he was because he was 6'8", 300-pound offensive lineman. And there's not a lot
athlete.
of D1 athlete. And there aren't a lot of those walking the hallways in very many high schools. So my guess is that they didn't know each other. But just kind of a weird coincidence for somebody who's been in the news recently. All right. I think this one's going to be super easy. I saw a recent picture of this person and thought.
Just 1 second. Is it going to be another hot chick? That's what Meg wants to know.
That's what.
No, it's not another hot chick.
Back by popular demand.
I saw a recent picture of this person, and then I was like, man, I can't remember what he used to look like. So I'm going to show you the old picture.
It's a man, baby. Yeah.
And then you can tell me if you know who it is. I think this is pretty easy. You guys tell me who this person is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've seen that face before.
Greg doesn't know, Caleb. Don't be
know
cheating.
That? This stupid pen doesn't.
You don't have any other pins in your house?
You have one pen in your entire house, Caleb.
And
You're
it's
allowed
broken.
to get up and go get another one. Well,
you probably can't read it, but I have it down.
gosh.
Can I show you?
Oh,
No, do not show yet. He's still trying to guess, Caleb. You cheater.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Don't.
Meg's right.
Hold on. Here's the new picture. Do you know it
Wait.
now?
Yeah, let me see. What the?
Yeah.
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 What?
That's when he was on
Oh, yeah, I
radio. What was that show called?
News radio.
News radio.
Wow.
See, I thought that would be easy, honestly. But Greg, you suck
That
at
black
this game.
hair.
So.
Nope. If it would have been bald.
Oh, the bug eating show. Yeah, Fear Factor. He was on Fear
wrote it
Factor
down.
too.
I didn't
Oh.
cheat. I wasn't cheating.
Did you do
Mhm.
that with your fingernail?
Kind of.
Dip it in ink like an old feather pen.
Oh wow! You tore it
Dang.
apart.
It did break.
Dude, I'm gonna drive you a pin after this.
All right.
So, Greg, let me ask you this: are you too young to have watched news radio?
Yes.
What
I
about
don't even
Fear
know what that
Factor?
is. Oh, yep. Fear Factor. I watched.
Okay, he was on Fear Factor.
Okay.
Started
I
off
didn't
as a
know that.
stand-up
News
comedian.
radio was before Fear Factor.
Yeah, it was with Phil Hartman and some other people.
Phil Hartman. I know Phil Hartman. Okay.
One of the guys from Kids in the Hall. I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, Andy Dick was on that show.
Okay.
So that's the guy that we saw on news radio.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah. and that's what he turned into. So, you know,
Huh. Hey.
getting old sucks.
I mean, you're gonna change one of these days. Just like
Okay,
Joe Rogan.
there is a clue in this next picture.
Okay.
Because on this person's T-shirt, there is actually a year on it, so it'll
Ooh, a
kind of
clue,
tell
a
you how
clue.
old the person was in this picture.
number
Nothing
4?
out loud. Yeah, I lost
Oh,
count.
yeah,
there.
Caleb.
Nothing out loud. No cheating.
I'll try not to.
Aw. Cheating.
No cheating. I like how the picture covers up Caleb so he can't cheat. Do you have your guesses?
I have a guess.
Yes.
My pen would work.
Okay. I think I know who that is.
You want a hint?
No.
Nope.
Let's see your answers.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. That's him in 2002. Oh, I didn't realize it said something Winter something Heights on the bottom. That's where he's from because it's the same as his podcast. But yeah, that's him. Now he's like dating the most famous woman in the world.
Yeah, he's got the same face without a beard.
Yeah, I was curious if Holly would get that one, to be honest with you, because she loves Travis Kelce, sort of, or the idea of him dating Taylor Swift.
Maybe
I don't know.
What it is. Little Tay-Tay.
Yeah, little Tay-Tay dating. I'm not sure exactly what part of it she likes, but
KFC.
So okay, you
Caleb's gonna eat chicken.
you guys both legit got one. I think Caleb has pretty much got all of them. Greg has suffered through this whole thing. Like
I may be the best.
First and fourth, I got right. Second and third, no.
No, first you struggled, dude.
Greg owes me another $100.
I know. I didn't struggle. I just thought maybe it was misleading. I knew Oscar out the bat, but I was second guessing myself.
Your dignity is barely intact at this moment, Greg. It's barely intact.
That's all right.
Can you go back and grab that picture from last week that you thought would be a softball for Greg?
No, I deleted it.
Oh.
Who was it? I don't remember. Oh, it was Stanley.
Stanley.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the 50s.
Stanley.
He didn't have his glasses.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going to share this one with you because to me, this is the most craziest of them all. Although it makes me feel bad a little bit to share this picture with you.
Is it Josh?
So no cheating.
Okay.
I almost gave you the answer pick first.
Oh, I know who she
is. No
cheating.
cheating.
I know who she is. I'm
describe her.
Wait, what? Caleb, keep talking.
Can I say what movie she's from?
No, Caleb can't even say that she's in a movie. You got to quit cheating.
Oh, that's not cheating.
I'm muting Caleb. He's muted.
How would I know who that is? She's already old.
You know who she is. I promise
I
you
do?
know who she is. Yeah, Caleb's unmuted.
I don't want to be muted.
Oh, you're not. All right.
No ideas, Greg? Quit cheating.
I'll talk. My mic.
Where's
muted?
my Google Lens app?
You're not muted anymore.
Okay, so I was going to type it out, but I didn't.
I need my Google Lens app.
All right. Caleb, who was it?
What movie? Just tell me that.
Meg said Holly. Whoa.
Top Gun.
Oh, that's. Yeah. What's her name?
Kelly McGillis.
Okay.
How do you not know her name is Kelly McGillis? She was the hottest thing in 1986 ever.
I was born in 85.
Well, that's not my problem. That's not my fault.
Gosh. Top Gun is one of my favorite movies, though.
I know. How'd you not know that chick
is
that
chick? Looks so similar.
I mean, doesn't look anything like her.
No.
What is wrong with you?
Those are different people.
That's what happens after
I think you're cheating.
I can't give you this hint yet. Last one. You ready for the last one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
This one was for Holly. If that's your only hint you get, Greg. And then she's not here, so
I'll give him one hint.
Well,
no, you won't, Caleb. I'm muting you.
I'm like the youngest person here, and all these people are old.
Greg, I'm old.
Face surgery.
She what? She got knee surgery?
Face.
Knee surgery.
What did you say? Oh, face.
I think it's kind of obvious she got face surgery. And probably for like 2 or 3 years was the most famous chick in the entire world.
In the 80s.
Sigourney Weaver.
Wow, dude. No, Sigourney Weaver doesn't look like that.
I know that wasn't her, but shit.
Gray.
Oh, that's
Gray.
the
it's Jennifer Grey.
What's the dance? What's that?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
I forget how dumb you are.
Probably came out before I was born.
How young he is what you said?
Young. I said young. Did it sound like dumb? That's
Are you
weird.
sure that wasn't a picture of Patrick Swayze?
Patrick Swayze's dead.
It might be. He said face surgery.
No,
yeah,
that's
but that
not.
could be an older picture.
But how do you go from this
That could be either one
to
of
where
those two.
everyone knows you? I mean, she hated her nose apparently. To that, to where nobody can recognize you.
Baby.
And honestly, that picture looks better than some of the other ones I found of her. I was trying to be
Who was
kind.
she engaged to during Dirty Dancing?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, the dude from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Matthew
Broderick.
That's the same chick from
wreck or something, and they broke up, and then she married the other girl.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the same chick from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
His
I see
sister.
that. I can see that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember.
I thought you were too young to understand stuff, Greg.
Wow.
I've watched Ferris Bueller like a few times.
Are you bragging?
Broderick's still relevant. Sort of.
Is he?
Is he?
At least he was through my childhood.
Well, you're not a child anymore.
He was Inspector Gadget, and he was in The Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy sucked.
No, you suck.
The Cable Guy was horrible.
That was great movie.
No.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's been that's in my top 3 of being hyped movies that I wanted to see that I was super disappointed in.
Oh no, it's one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
I've seen that
I think I've said this before on the podcast, but maybe for some of our new viewers, The Grinch was one of those movies too. I was super hyped to watch Jim Carrey's
like
The
Jim
Grinch.
Carrey, is what you're saying.
It wasn't.
I'm not a huge fan of
it
his comedy, but The Grinch was not good. I bought it before I watched it, and I'll never do that again. That cured me of that
liked it,
disease.
but it wasn't great.
Who was supposed to be the Cable Guy before Jim Carrey got it?
Chris Farley?
Yeah, Chris Farley.
Yeah, Farley.
Jim Carrey probably did better on that one, I think.
It wasn't supposed to be as dark.
I was gonna say if Chris Farley playing that theme would have been off.
It would have had to have been different. It would have had to have been more of like the down on your luck type, funny, relatable character. I don't think Chris Farley could play a villain.
Right.
And I didn't realize that Jim Carrey was like the bad guy in the movie until it started. And I was like, wait, this isn't like a regular Jim Carrey movie. So, Caleb, book report time.
Okay.
You just got through watching, without giving any spoilers, you just got through watching Squid Games.
Yeah.
I've started it.
What did you think of Squid Games?
I think season 1 was the better of the 3 because they considered the second half of season 2 season 3, and season 3 I don't think was that good. Season 2 is okay. Season 3 didn't, and it put it all together, but it didn't. I don't know. It didn't gel together very well. I didn't think.
Gotcha. But, Greg, have you seen Squid Games at all?
First 3 episodes.
That's
it.
That's it. And I started that like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to find this post I saw on X so I could share it with everybody real fast, but I'm unable to find it. Are you guys familiar with the meme of the perfectly drawn horse and then the head is like a 2-year-old drew it? You know what I'm talking about? Like the horse is perfect, and it's like, I think the meme started off as, this is like a $80. This is what you get for $80. This is what you get for $5. Well, they compared that to the Squid Games of the first 2 were the perfectly horse, and then the last.
So other people agree with me.
Yeah, apparently people thought they didn't.
Okay, that's good.
You liked it more than most people that I've seen. That's why I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were on it. Because just for full transparency, I haven't seen any of them, and I'm not sure I'm going to watch them. If
it's the way they ended it, there's a chance they may.
No spoilers.
Well, no, there's a chance
chance
there could be another branch off of it, however you want to call it.
Not
connected to this season, but something they might be filming something different.
See,
I don't Walking Dead kind of thing.
Yeah.
How long do you think something has to be out there before it's considered a spoiler? This just came out Friday, right? So to me, it's obvious that we don't want to say how it ends because that would be a spoiler, right? But how long does it have to be out and about before it's not a spoiler anymore?
I think that's left to interpretation.
Well, no, we need to know.
90 days.
Before 90 days. Wow.
Okay.
Well, they're saying that's the reason they broke up Stranger Things last season to 3 parts because they don't want people spoiling it. So I think it was Thanksgiving weekend's 3 episodes, Christmas weekend's 3 episodes, and then New Year's Eve is the last 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're breaking it up so people couldn't spoil the whole thing before people could watch it.
You guys did good about not spoiling Stranger Things.
Running up that hill. Yeah,
I mean, that was
2 years.
That was what, 700 and
dude, that was so far
600
past.
days.
That was so far past the spoiler etiquette. It wouldn't even have counted anymore. We could have we could have done lots of things. You owe us on that.
We could have done Stranger Things.
Another $100.
$100.
What?
I think for me, when it comes to spoilers, if it's a TV series, once the next season comes out, it's fair game. But
I agree with that.
That's still a long time not to be able to talk about something. You know what I mean?
I think 90 days is.
Say someone comes over to your house and wants to watch a movie and they've never seen Sixth Sense. Are you going to say anything to them? Something like that. It's been out forever.
No, I'm not going to say. No, I
maybe
wouldn't.
Just ask first every time.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want me to tell you about this?
No, because my wife will always say yes, and then she doesn't pay attention to the movie and falls asleep. If I don't answer her questions, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'll have to watch it. And then she still sometimes falls asleep in the middle of the movie. You can't win.
I really don't care if anybody spoils things for me, really, unless it's something I really like.
I was going to say, there's only 2 or 3 things that I would be, and I would tell you if you started talking about it, I'd be like, hold up, I don't want to know the end of that. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm watching it this weekend. Not one of those things that, somewhere down the road, I'll watch it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm with you there too. I don't necessarily care that much about TV that much. Yeah. And I'm also to the point of my life where even if you tell me how it ends, if I wait a month or so, I'm going to forget what you told me. So it's it's all brand new again. I don't know about you. I went back and watched all the Trailer Park Boys episodes again. Not that I forgot what they were, but I did forget how funny Bubbles is in that show.
Yeah.
But they have a new podcast out. And it's
different.
It's not very good. It's probably as good as ours. It's probably better than ours.
They have more money behind it.
No.
Yeah, it probably is, but I wasn't a fan of it. It's trying to milk the last few cents out of that cash cow, I think.
Yeah.
It was kind of good to see him older, but
what TV show or movie surprised you the most by the ending? Throughout your life?
Game of Thrones, 100%.
Which one?
That surprised you?
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Why?
Because you just didn't know how it was going to end. There were so many variables in that show, and everything you expected to happen never happened.
Did you read the book before?
What's that? No.
Did you read the book? Okay, I don't know. I knew the
book.
Well,
I don't think the last book was out. I think they got ahead of the books.
They did.
Okay.
But also, to me, that wasn't a huge surprise. That was just kind of there's these possibilities. Which one are they going to go with? They just went with the wrong one, I think. Who do you think should have been? Who do you think should have been the king or the queen in the end?
Jon Snow and the Dragon Queen.
Did they both die? I haven't seen any of them.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
Well,
one of them does.
Kind of.
One of them gets
actually
back to the
Arya
wall.
I'd have been all right with Arya.
That's
who
I think should have got it, was the youngest daughter. I think Arya should have got it all.
She should have got it all.
The only other person I thought would kind of make sense would have been the little dude. What was his name? Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tyrion.
Tyrion. Just because he was always overlooked throughout everything, and I was like, I could see the guy. He finally gets his turn to reign, but I thought Arya would have been the best choice. I don't know. Braun
she had the best scene. She had the best scene in the whole show,
which was.
Can we say it? It's a spoiler.
It's not. Yeah, that was.
Okay. Where she kills the Ice King. Where she jumps out of nowhere and then drops the knife with her other. Yeah.
But that was pretty anticlimactic, I thought. This whole build up to the Ice King and the dead war was one episode. I mean, the war itself was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was.
She
You're right.
slaughtered him, and I agree with Matt. The best show or episode was the Red Wedding.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
That was a shocker.
That was unexpected.
When Arya got her revenge, though, that was also a shocker for the Red Wedding.
That's true.
Honestly, it was a pretty good series, but I really think they kind of threw the last part of it together because it was due, and they didn't really know what to do with it. That's just kind of what I think. Is they were like, well, and then here it is, and everybody was like, what the hell? I don't know. Disappointed. Well, did you guys ever watch The Sopranos?
I haven't seen that.
So I don't know if it's disappointing or not, but just the way the ending, like the show literally ended like a minute before it was supposed to, and the screen just went to black.
Oh.
To the point where everybody was calling their cable providers, like, my cable just went out. I'm trying to watch the end. And they're like, no, that's how they ended it.
That's mean.
So you don't know if Tony Soprano gets killed or not.
That's how you get the audience right there.
Yeah.
That's how you piss people off right there.
Yeah. So I don't
know. Did you like
know.
the way they ended Seinfeld? Did you like that last season?
I didn't. I know. The whole trial of if they're good people or good Samaritans or not. No.
I don't think I've ever saw the end of that or the last show.
They go down and their plane is crashing, and then at the last minute, it pulls up and they not crash land, but land, and they get stuck in this small town, and they're making fun of people instead of being good Samaritans, and they get prosecuted for not obeying this town's good Samaritan laws. So then they bring back all the old guests and all the old characters to testify pretty much against them. I don't think anybody testified for them. And then at the end of it, I think they all got sentenced to jail.
Well, they got sitting in jail, but then they basically said to get out of jail, they just couldn't hang out with each other anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They split them all.
They all had to go their separate ways. So, but Meg, some people say...
I have seen that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I have seen that, actually.
Yeah.
That's way before you were born, Greg.
Nick at Night, okay?
Yeah, Nick at Night, yeah.
That's the only reason I saw it.
Some people say in the Seinfeld deal that is representing them dying and then their judgment.
Oh, yeah.
And that they actually were all dead during that time.
Well, another show that I was thinking of is Lost.
I never got into Lost.
That one, I think, pissed people off at the end, too. When you really still don't even know what was going on. Were they dead? Were they alive?
But do you think the writers knew? When they first started that, you think they're like, good idea, and then it takes off, and they're like, I don't know where I'm taking this idea. So they
it kind of felt like that, didn't it? Like it was all over the place, and you never knew what was really going on ever.
Yeah.
You were literally lost the whole time.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it was, were they in heaven? Were they dead? What was going on?
So I just did a quick Google search.
Uh-oh.
And it says that according to the AI of Google, that some of the most criticized endings in television show history was How I Met Your Mother. That said that the finale revealed that the mother had died and Ted ends up with Robin, a relationship that had been explored and rejected throughout the series. Many fans felt this negated the entire premise of the show and journey to find the one. Did you guys ever watch How I Met Your Mother?
Not really. I watched a little bit, like on reruns, but
to me, it just kept being the same thing, and I kind of quit watching it. It was funny in the moment. The next one was Game of Thrones. It says the final season was criticized for its rushed pacing, plot holes, and character inconsistencies. The conclusion of Daenerys' arc and the final choice of who sits on the Iron Throne were particularly controversial. I think that's pretty much what we were saying. We can all agree with that.
yeah.
Did you guys ever watch Dexter?
No.
I've seen a few episodes.
So I watched it
all the way through.
I did watch it all the way through. I didn't really have a problem with the end, but apparently a lot of people did because he faked his death and became a lumberjack in Oregon. They just thought it was anticlimactic. Seinfeld is another one that was listed. And then the last one that it lists, and I'm not saying this is an all-inclusive list, is Roseanne. It said the original finale revealed that the entire 9th season was a fictional story Roseanne wrote, including the death of her husband, Dan. This twist was widely criticized for undermining the show's established reality and character relationships.
Yep, so, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then politics happened, and then they killed off Roseanne on her own show.
On her own show.
It changed it to Connors,
It changed it to something I never watched, to be honest with you.
And then it flopped.
Politics aside, I just thought it was super crappy to kick somebody off their own show for their political views. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed.
It was
either way.
I know there's more out there, but I really wasn't prepped for that question. Is there any others you can think of that kind of was like, The ones that stand out for me that were good was I thought MASH's finale was good. I
think I've seen that.
Bob Newhart show was good, like we talked about already.
I haven't seen Fringe.
I actually really liked Better Call Saul, that whole series.
Yeah,
I'm one of them in the minority that thinks it was better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I agree.
But I will say that Breaking Bad's finale, I thought was probably spot on the way that it went down.
Did you watch that?
Go ahead.
Oh, Ozark was good.
Yeah, I was going to say Ozark was a good one. What do you think about the ending?
I haven't seen the end of that one.
Oh, well, we don't spoil it.
No, I mean, it's too late. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just hoping that she would have survived at all.
Oh, no.
The blonde chick?
Oh.
Yeah.
The one that I don't know blank about blank.
Yeah. Yes, I love that.
She should have been the only one that survived out of that. And
she was the only
one that didn't.
Agreed.
I think if she would have ended up surviving and taking over that empire, that would have been a perfect ending for me.
Yeah.
Like the rags to riches chick. But I still thought it was good. It was fine for me. I don't know. I can't. That may be. What was the last series that you actually saw the series finale live? Because Netflix has kind of changed the way we watch television. Because Ozark, I didn't watch that live. I didn't watch. What was the other one that you just said? Ozark and
live.
I don't remember what we were just talking about.
Dude,
wow,
it's probably
Cheers.
Cheers was a good one.
Yeah,
kind of sad, but I saw that one live.
I'm trying to think.
Now,
Dude,
if DVR doesn't count, like I actually watched it on the cable service. It was probably Game of Thrones. Was the last one I saw live within a day or two. You know what I mean? Not like it got released on Netflix and I watched the entire series over a weekend.
Like it was you
were watching it every week. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I had HBO just for that show, and then I canceled all my cable when it was over because that's all.
Honestly, the last one I watched like that probably was Walking Dead on AMC.
Did you watch all of it? I mean, it had a lot of seasons. Did you end up watching all of it?
I finished that about 2 months ago.
The original season that I watched, like the original one, I watched, I think, 11 seasons?
Wow.
12? I watch
11.
like weekly, like waiting for it on AMC to come out.
Oh, see, I didn't do that with that. I watched it just on Netflix.
That was probably the last one that I did that. Like, it's time. It's the day.
Yeah.
I think
I can't remember the last.
When it comes to like those sort of like, I don't know what you'd call it, those hour-long drama like Game of Thrones type, Walking Dead, those sort of things. It's probably Game of Thrones, but I think the last sitcom that I watched every week when it came on was The Office. I think everything else I've watched since then,
after it,
I've binged it since, like The Office or other ones that maybe I saw before, but since The Office, I don't know that I've watched anything week to week on regular television.
OJ trial.
I watched that in college.
So the longest running show you guys have probably watched is Raw, WWE Raw.
Oh, yeah.
Like Simpsons. I don't know if you guys still watch Simpsons or not, but
why is it though? I don't consider that to be a television show
because it'll never end, right?
Maybe there's no beginning, no end.
No beginning, no. Yeah, it's not like
it's the longest running
episode.
They call it the longest running episodic television show ever because they're on episode
1,000 something.
Yeah, it's not quite 2,000 because they had their big 1,000 a couple years ago. But what show has been on the television the longest?
Simpsons.
It's still going. But since Raw doesn't take weeks off, they've passed them in how many episodes they have out because they go 52 episodes a year and they've been doing it for, I don't know, a long time, 20 years probably.
Yeah, I guess that counts, don't it?
It's going on in the 90s.
700 Club.
So that's been around for a long time.
Is that even a thing still?
Yeah, is it? I remember that when I was in high school.
That dude's surely not still alive.
60 Minutes is
Pat Robertson.
That's probably pretty long.
60 Minutes.
It's probably been since the 70s, would be my guess. If not later than that.
Google will know.
Google does everything.
Yeah, it does. Plays Luke Bryan.
So, Greg, are you older than Google?
Yes, I'm older than Google. I was in junior high when that came out, I think.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
the longest running TV series in history is Guiding Light, which ran for 72 years from 1952 to 2009. And it began as a radio drama in 1937 before transitioning to a television show.
Huh.
In the U.S.?
That is
question mark?
That is insane.
Yeah, it's a soap opera thing. It was like while we were at school, that stuff was on.
Oh my gosh!
See, so this
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, your mom would.
Your mom.
But she would.
So if it include like sporting events, that NFL and NBC has been going on for 64 seasons since 1939. Meet the Press, CBS Evening News, something I've never heard of. The Today Show.
The Today Show, yeah.
18,000 episodes.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Wow.
But see, there's a lot of different things that kind of like what kind of series they are. Like Raw is the longest episodic that actually has episodes, I guess. But some of these are like longest news, longest this. But it looks like the longest anything is Guiding Light. That's insane. See, yeah, I hadn't thought about shows like The Tonight Show. It's been on for 70 years. But there looks like there were breaks in there. Oh, no, just different hosts. And then, that started in 1954, The Tonight Show.
Wow.
But then you also have ones like The Wonderful World of Disney, which obviously wasn't it was like once a week for 2 or 3, or, like a season.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's any other cool ones. Divorce Court, 41 years.
Oh, People's Court. Judge Wapner.
People's Court.
It doesn't. I haven't
think
got
I've
to that
seen
one
that.
yet. Oh, then he got Jeopardy for 47 years.
Dang.
I didn't realize it had been on that long.
Swords for 500.
Yeah.
1964, March 30th was the first episode, originally presented by
Wow.
Art Fleming.
Wow, Matt.
Hollywood Squares. Yeah, you got a lot of game shows I didn't think of too. Sesame Street's on the list. Monday Night Football's on the list.
Sesame Street.
Man, I am old. Monday Night Football's been around for 56 or 54 years.
Yeah.
Price is Right, 52 years. The Young and the Restless, another soap opera, 52 years.
Wow.
Saturday Night Live's been on for 49 years.
Yeah.
Whoa, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Family Feud, some of those game shows. I'm looking for People's Court because I figure that should be on there, but I don't see it.
Or Pressure Luck. No,
I haven't seen that one either.
That wasn't on very long.
Another soap opera. People's Court, 41 years.
Wow.
It looks like it ended in July 21st of 2023. But it was on for 41 years. And I say only, but it only had 3,900 episodes. Whereas some of these other ones are like 50,000. Not quite, but
all you can handle.
Anyways, yeah, kind of got off on a little bit of a tangent. I did not know that America's Funniest Home Videos is still on TV.
Oh, I didn't either.
It started in 1989 to present.
The
Simpsons, 36 years.
Wow.
790 episodes. America's Funniest Home Videos has more episodes than The Simpsons.
Wow.
Yeah, anyways, I'm going to get off that list.
Can you imagine binging that one?
I wouldn't. You know, do you think The Simpsons is one of those shows that you either love or you hate? Is there a middle ground?
I mean, I will say
so.
this: some seasons are better than others.
Yeah,
I would say there's a middle ground.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, I was gonna say I think I've seen some that were pretty bad and then some that were great.
Because I think I've only really talked to people that either don't care for it. I don't want to say hate it. They just don't care for it or they love it.
I'm in the middle.
Well, one of the top ones is the one that Conan O'Brien wrote, the Monorail episode. He only wrote like two of them, like the head writer of it all, but that was like the one.
But he was in it, right?
Episodes.
As like a
no,
character?
He was before it was before he was like really popular. Like he wasn't doing his show yet. He was just the main writer for The Simpsons.
See, I like it, but I don't love it. Like it's not one I can't wait to watch. But if I sat down and watched it, I would enjoy it.
The Simpsons, I just never cared for it. I do remember one episode when they were trying to win like the company baseball league, and they got Darryl Strawberry and all these Major League Baseball players.
Yeah.
Darryl Strawberry, I think it was Jose Canseco, Wade Boggs. So it's been a while because these people have been retired a long time, but that's the only one I remember.
Have you watched Bob's Burgers?
No.
That's pretty good.
I have not.
I don't really do cartoons.
Yeah.
I've never really been into cartoons.
Hurt my heart.
I like Family Guy. I like that better than Simpsons.
What's that?
Family Guy.
I probably do too. What about King of the Hill?
King of the Hill was great. Yeah.
That's coming back.
It's coming back. One. Bobby's going to be an adult.
Yeah. I like watching those in moderation. Like too much binging the cartoons is too much.
There you go. A couple episodes, especially if I'm just flipping through the cable and it's King of the Hill and I watch the rest of that episode. I'm good, but I'm not going to sit there all day and watch it. I wouldn't even watch probably 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah, there's something with a cartoon that you can only take so much of it.
Yeah, but anime is huge and people love anime. I just can't get into it.
My kids love anime. There's something that Gabe watches that's got 1,000 episodes on Netflix. And I'm like, he's like halfway through it.
Wow.
And I'm like, I asked him the other day, I was like, I hope those are like 20 minutes, right? They're not like an hour long, are they?
I just can't get
they're pretty short.
I just can't get into it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, there was a movie I watched
Avatar
the other day too. I was going to tell you guys about because if you're anything like me, I'm trying to find like movies to watch, and it reminded me of The Witcher. How come you can't go to a thing that says
give a coin to your Witcher?
Yes.
I haven't finished that one either, by the way.
That's a good one. I have finished that one.
I finished. Yeah, I haven't watched the new one with the
Played
new
the
guy
games
in it.
too.
I don't know how to go back and look and see what movies I've just watched.
I stopped watching Witcher after Superman left.
Yeah. After old Henry Cavill left.
So there's 3 seasons of The Witchers on Netflix. What? Is he not in the 3rd season?
He is, but after the last season.
So after the 3rd season, he's no longer in it.
Hemsworth brothers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too stupid to realize how to figure out what I watched and what.
You said it's like The Witcher?
It reminded me sort of it, but.
A movie or a series?
What platform?
No, it was a movie. It was Netflix. I'll find it for next week. Anyways.
What actor was in it?
Can't tell you.
I just watched.
Those are some of my favorite movies when I don't know who they are.
A Mad Max saga.
I say it reminded me of The Witcher, and I'm not really sure why, because it wasn't set back. It was like a superhero type movie where the guy had superpowers, and it starts out with him being arrested and thrown into this prison. And you think like he's the bad guy, but he got thrown into prison on purpose to kill the bad guy in prison. And then you realize he's part of this team that is out to get all the bad guys. It's pretty good.
Is it better than Jack in the Box, Josh?
Dude, I'm not taking the heat for that.
Matt.
One time told Matt and Caleb that, hey, there's this new horror series that I saw on Netflix, I think, called Jack in the Box. It looks pretty good. I hadn't watched it. And they went and proceeded to watch the whole 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
I started to watch the first one, realized it sucked, and quit. And they spent a whole evening watching it and blamed me because I said it was awesome. No, it sucked.
Well, we figured that there's 3 of them. It had to get better, and it did.
Well, and I think the first one was a little bit older too. So I was like, the CGI and the story will develop. Yeah. Like maybe there was something cool in it that made me go, hey, this is a really good idea. You just missed it. And no, they all sucked.
They did.
Have you seen The Terrifier?
I have not.
I don't know where Greg
the guy I work with, that's his favorite movie.
The Terrifier?
Coffee Cup's Terrifier. I think he's like has a t-shirt. And...
No. Greg's
peeing in the
Quit peeing.
I have not seen a Terrifier. Yeah,
you haven't? I'm going to tell you, to me, that's grossly overrated too.
Just a slasher, just blood and gore.
Yeah, but dumb.
Dumb.
Like there really isn't much of a story. It's just how gory can we get is basically the point of the movies. Anyways, that's all I had. Still raining. We made it, I think, without getting disconnected.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yep, it's raining outside.
So we'll have to see exactly. I was gonna talk to Holly about it today. Probably give her a buzz tomorrow. I think she's supposed to be actually coming to town next weekend. So
Missouri.
And Caleb's birthday is Friday, so we might have some stories to tell next week.
It's gonna get crazy.
I'm not doing a food challenge because it's too hot. I'll throw up.
Yeah, we were gonna make Caleb do a food challenge, but then he brought up a good point. When it's this hot outside, it's not easy to eat a bunch of food, and I also don't want him to get sick because if it's a 6-pound burrito, I'm pretty sure he's gonna put 5.5 pounds down, and I don't need that in my truck after the fact. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I'll eat it, but I'll throw it up or something. It's come back up.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
Coming back.
Or come back out or something. Something bad's gonna happen.
Return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb versus Holly fight skit Meg wants, maybe.
Oh,
maybe
he was asked.
Maybe to be for real.
That was the one time I actually got on social media this week. Was just for that exact comment.
Oh, did you miss my post about you?
I did. That literally was Meg's.
Oh, I tagged you in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, I have been bad on social media lately.
Just when we get done here, go to X.
I'll check it.
Go to your notifications. Go see what I tagged you in.
Okay, I will.
And I'm glad to see that you're doing better.
Okay. What?
All right, guys. That's really all I have. You guys, if you guys don't have anything else, we're gonna shut this thing down before we get disconnected.
Happy birthday to Matt again.
Oh
yeah,
the very beginning.
Yeah, we watched the very beginning. We said happy birthday to you.
Big thing to
but
you.
We weren't sure if you're here. And Greg's gone.
Greg's on.
What the?
Did I tell you that we had to use that version of Happy Birthday because every version that's out there is copyrighted? Did you know that?
Someone famous.
Yeah.
What? Michael
Oh
Jackson?
yeah. I remember talking about that.
I don't know who it is, but I kept trying to make videos of the Happy Birthday song, and it kept showing up as copyright strikes, and I was doing it on my personal page, and then that's the only one that
somebody big owns that copyright. It's like Michael Jackson or Elvis or something like that.
Well,
Someone
he's dead,
weird.
so he should give it up.
The family owns it, but
yeah,
that is strange.
All right, guys. Well, have a great week. And we'll see
one more
you.
thing.
No, one more things.
Okay.
Ollie's really here. A lot crazy.
No.
Greg, by the way. Hey, Greg, by the way.
Family.
Hey, what? How many fingers am I holding up?
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.